Welcome back to another one. What's on the menu today is a very famous African dish that is very easy to make and with the least ingredients. I love recipes that are easy to make because I don't like to spend so much time in the kitchen, and I also like my dishes tasty. This is one of them that falls in that category, and one of the main ingredients that I used in this dish is very dear to me. So guys, I'm Kenyan and I come from a rice growing county, which is Kirinyaga County. Rice is our staple food. If you want to make the best pilau, this is the best brand of rice to make. It's called Pishori rice. Your rice will come out, not sticky and with a very nice aroma. So here with me, guys, I have all the ingredients. I have my 2 cups of rice. I've used the standard measurement to measure 2 cups of rice. Here is our first ingredient, which is rice. I also have my beef here. I'm using beef steak. This is about a half kg of beef sirloin steak. The best meat to use in this recipe is meat from the softest part of the cow, but you can also boil it, but mine I'm just going to be frying it on the pan. I won't need to boil it because it's already soft. So here with me I also have 2 onions, red onions, and 1 piece of leek. This is totally optional. You don't have to use the leek. I just love that onion flavor in my food, so that's why I use the leek. So you can skip it if you don't have it. I also have 4 cloves of garlic. I also have ginger. And to top it all off, guys, you can't make pilau without this pilau mix. So most guys use pilau masala, but what I prefer to use is this whole pilau masala. And what's in this pilau masala is some ingredients that make our pilau. These are the ingredients that make pilau taste like pilau, guys. So if you get all the other ingredients right, this is the last thing to get right and you're done. You're good to go. So here in this mix, we have cardamoms, we have cinnamon sticks, we also have black peppercorns. These are black peppercorns. And this is jeera, or you can call it cumin. This is whole cumin. These are just about the ingredients that we need to start making our pilau. So guys, remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, press that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified every time we post a new video. And for my returning subscribers and my new subscribers, I see you. You guys are my sugar, spice, and everything nice. So guys, without further ado, let's get started. So guys, I begin by toasting my whole pilau masala ingredients on a pan. This brings out that toasted flavor and also softens the spices to make them easier to pound. I bought my mix from the supermarket. I like it because they measure out and balance the spices for you. But if you have them separately, just use more jeera, cardamom, and cloves. They are mild in taste, and about 2 cinnamon sticks and a few black peppercorns because they tend to be a little hot. So here we heat the spices for about a minute, and when they smoke just a bit, turn off the heat immediately, being very careful not to burn them. So at this point, you can pound your toasted spices into a powder using a pestle and mortar. But I have just the tip for you guys. If you have a blender, just use the mill option to mill them into a powder. This method saves me so much time and effort. You have no idea. So we're just going to blend this for about, is it blend or mill? Mill. We're going to mill this for about 2 to 3 minutes until it becomes a powder. As you can see, it's become a powder at this point. Yeah, it's quite smooth. That's the texture we're looking for. You can set it aside, and then on a medium flame, Place your cooking pot and add about 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. For pilau, a good amount of oil goes a long way to make it tastier, moist, and not sticky. Not too much though. I added my chopped onions and leek. I've written all the ingredients and measurements down on the description box below, so be sure to check them out. So as my onions fry, I preheat my oven for about 15 minutes, but this step is totally optional, guys. I'll be showing you a trick that I use. So fry the onions until they turn golden brown. And be careful not to burn them, that will change the whole flavor. So I added in my grated ginger and garlic. Stir to prevent burning. Next is our cubed beef. We will fry this for about 10 minutes until it's cooked. But if your meat is a little tough, you can boil it prior. Mine was very tender, so I didn't have to boil it. Stir everything well to combine. So at this point, you can cover to simmer for about 10 minutes. And this was about 10 minutes later, and I'm just going to add my pilau mix. So I use a spoon for every cup of rice. So at this point, I'm using 2 of each because I'm using 2 cups of rice. So it's 2 cups of rice and 2 teaspoons of pilau masala. I'm also adding some cayenne pepper for the hotness and turmeric powder just for the pop of color. These are totally optional, guys. So we're going to fry the meat in the spices for about 7 minutes. This gives our meat a very nice flavor. This method, we call it koroga. So we're going to cover it and simmer for about 5 minutes. I wish you guys can smell this. Oh, the aroma in my kitchen right now. See on chezo. Look at that. Smells so good. So here I'm just adding my washed rice. This trick method ensures your rice comes out not sticky, moja moja. You know? Use this method, it works perfectly. If you have sticky rice, you can use this method and you can be sure it will come out moja moja. And here, guys, you can boil some water on the side for your rice in a separate pot or an electric jug with the ratio of 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. But since my rice is not sticky, I'll just use cold water. Stir your rice to mix it up completely. Cover it to simmer for about 3 minutes and reduce the flame completely. Careful not to burn it. So here I'm just going to be adding my water slowly by slowly. And guys, be very careful if your water is hot. Add it very slowly because it's quite hot at this point. It bubbles. So stir carefully. And here I'm just stirring mine to combine. It did not stick on the pot because I only left it for just 3 minutes on very low heat. So I'm just stirring it here to make sure that there's none that got stuck down there. So I'm just stirring it. And I also added 2 teaspoons of salt. So you're just going to cover it here and simmer on low heat until the water begins to evaporate. Here you can cover your pilau and leave it on the fire on very low heat until the water evaporates. I prefer to dry mine in my preheated oven for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Traditionally, Swahili people cook theirs on a jiko with charcoal, and when it's almost ready, they place some hot coal at the top of the lid to slow cook it. So this method that I'm using here for putting my rice in the oven kind of emulates that. So I put it in the oven for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius in the middle rack. And our pilau is finally ready to serve. Wow, look at that. Wow, it smells amazing too, guys. Wow, it smells so good and it looks so yummy. As you can see, it has separated. So the rice I used was top notch. This rice, guys, is from our farm. And I served mine with some cabbage salad on the side and some avocado and my homemade hot kimchi sauce. I'll share this recipe soon, guys. This was so tasty. Wow. It smells amazing. And the meat was very tender as well. So guys, if you enjoyed this recipe, give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends and family as well.
Got a biscuit? You don't got a biscuit, no biscuit. Get a biscuit, get a biscuit. You got a no biscuit. Wow. Oh.
Thank you for watching. See you on my next one.